Well, I didn't see a lot of my peers in the business community talking turkey about climate, the risk and the opportunities, and so I got sucked into that vacuum. Speak because you have something to say that you believe is important, rather than because you want to be on stage. I like to leave an audience with a very fine balance between a sense of urgency and a sense of hope when it comes to climate disruption. No, I like to just relax for a few minutes by myself before I talk, because I think an audience wants to hear you talk naturally without any sort of artificial barriers, which are certainly there if you're nervous or unrelaxed in some way. Well, I did a talk in front of 600 people in Calgary where my slides weren't there, and the talk was an improv talk reacting to the slides. So I had to pretend I was reacting to a slide I couldn't see on the spot. There are many charitable causes I feel passionate about, so there's lots of good people doing good work. But one that's very close to my heart now is Cape Farewell, which is a group that brings artists and scientists together to try to change the narrative, change the conversation around climate, so that the public can engage with it more easily. A bad amateur surfer. I bring my guitar and make my own music. Math. I always found the logical space and the open-ended complexity seemed to make sense to me. Flash Boys by Michael Lewis. A really incredible story about how ingenious we can be when we're chasing pennies. My brother's documentary, Goodness in Rwanda. It was released last week at the Carlton. It's about a play about genocide that he was in that they took to Rwanda, believe it or not, and recorded and made a documentary out of it. Yeah. I would say I have a bit of a man crush on Nick Stern. It's sort of a geek man crush. Nick Stern was the UK chief economist under Tony Blair, and he took a real risk in the Stern report, going against many of his peers at the time, in talking about the costs and the way in which we approach the costs of climate disruption. And he took a real professional risk and stuck his neck out. So I got a bit of a man crush on him.